In today's lesson, we're going to go over the 12-bar blues in the key of E using the E5, A5, and the B5, which we're going to talk about right now. So the B5 is the first finger on the second fret of the fifth string and the third finger on the fourth fret of the fourth string played at the same time. Now, if you have trouble stretching your fingers out, what you could do is move up the neck, maybe go to the 7th and 9th frets. So first finger on the 7th fret, third finger on the 9th. So they're closer together, a little bit easier to play. And then gradually work your way down the neck, making sure that your third finger is always 2 frets higher than the first finger. And then gradually work down to the B5. Okay, so now we're going to take the B5 and we're going to apply it to the 12-bar blues in the key of E. And we're going to use the shuffle pattern for the E5 and the A5 chords. All right, so let's start on the E5 for this one, and we'll go very slowly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A5, 2, 3, 4. E5, E5, A5, 2, 3, 4. A5, 2, 3, 4. E5, 2, 3, 4. E5, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to the B5. So what I'd say here is to just leave your first finger where it is, drop the third finger down one string, and you have a B5. 2, 3, 4. A5, 2, 3, 4. E5, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're at the first ending, so we're going to play an E5 on beat 1. On the and of 1, we're going to play the open 5th string. On beat 2, we're going to play the first fret of the 5th string. And then on the and of 2, we're going to slide the first finger up and play the second fret of the 5th string, and we're going to hold it out for 2.5 beats. All right, so let me play the first ending again for you. So it'll be 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And then we're going to go back to the very beginning. So now we're on an E5. So the first finger just stays put. So we have E5, 2, A5, 2, 3, 4. Back to E5, E5, A5, A5, E5, 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 A5, E5, and then second ending. All right, now before we wrap up this lesson, I just want to talk about a shuffle pattern for the B power chord. So with this one, we put down the B power chord, and we use the pinky and stretch out 2 frets higher than the third finger. So stretch to the 6th fret of the 4th string. Now this is quite a stretch. So in order to get this, you might have to move all the way up, to the 7th and 9th and try it there. So 7th and 9th with the power chord. And then the stretch isn't so bad. So the pinky's pushing down on the 11th fret. And once you get that, you can move everything down 1 fret and do the same thing. And then again. And so on and so forth until you get down to the B power chord. And then the pinky stretch to the 6th fret. All right, well, that about does it for today's lesson. So hop on over to the Practice Buddy and start working on the 12-bar blues in the key of E at 50 beats per minute, and then gradually build it up to 100 beats per minute. All right, well, have fun, and I'll see you next time.